boy in the corner. It's your boy. It's Kavi's corner.
Good day, everybody. Welcome to Kavi's Corner. We have our Day 5 roundup at the Australian Open. Lots of action. Some seeds fell today. Let's get right into it. Oh, by the way, I'm Kavi from Kavi's Corner, GTL podcast commentator. And I also implore you to give us some likes if you can. Subscribe, share this video. We want to make this segment the biggest tennis daily segment of the Australian Open 2023. Yeah, that's right. We have high standards and high goals here at GTL. All right, check it out. We're going to kick it off with Medvedev Korda. Could you believe it? Two-time defending runner-up. Is that a thing? Medvedev. So let's check this out. From Gil Gross says, you couldn't conjure up better conditions for Medvedev. It's a medium pace, low bouncing, hard court in cool temperature. So hard to find a way through him. Korda's offensive arsenal is just that good. Power, precision, variety. What a win. So that was a huge victory. Korda seems to be rolling after that loss in the final, in the pre-tournament to Djokovic. He seems like he's figured something out. So watch out for Seb Korda. Woo. And real quick, we got Peter. Hey, Kavi, good day. Good day to you, Peter. Thanks for joining, my friend. Skiing front back, same thing. Thank you guys, girls, everyone for joining. Everyone out there, please give us a like and subscribe if you're feeling it. All right, we're going to get into the next piece of news. Big Foe is out. Karen Khachanov. Okay, so from Jose Morgado, Karen Khachanov comes back from 1-6 down. So 5 set points down in the 4th set tiebreak to beat Frances Tiafoe in 4 and reach the last 16 at the Australian Open. Semi-finalist in the last Grand Slam, he will be favorite versus Yoshihito Nishioka on Sunday. So another big name falling. I mean, Khachanov is only a couple seeds behind Tiafoe. I think it was Tiafoe's 16th seed in this tournament. Khachanov is 18. So it wasn't a massive upset, but a lot of people expected big things from Big Foe after that U.S. Open run. Okay, up next, let's see. Another favorite. We got Britain's top player, Cam Norrie. Now, this is from James Gray at James Gray Sports. Says Cam Norrie is out of the Australian Open, beaten in 5 sets by Yuri Lehechka. Now, I watched this whole match. I'm going to do an in-depth analysis on this. But check this out. It says 53 unforced errors from Norrie, who has rarely looked himself in this tournament. Forehand all over the shop. Yeah, unfortunate news for Norrie. I love his heart. I know how much he wants to be really good. I believe he has aspirations to be number 1. And he's a hard worker. He's got an absolute motor that never quits. So best of luck to him. Hopefully recovers. And he did have a little tweak in his knee, which I will get into as well. Okay, and then what do we got next? We got update on the Netflix curse. This is from Luigi Gatto. Says the Netflix curse continues. Oops, there you go. Says Maria Sakkari is out and Felix Auger-Aliassime is the only Netflix star left in the Australian Open draw. So there is, boom, you got to look. Kyrgios, Badosa, Fritz, Tomljanovic, Sakkari, Berrettini, Jabeur, Kokkinakis, Ruud. They're all gone. Craziness going on. So let's see what else we got. Yes. Speaking of Maria Sakkari, check this out. She lost to 87th ranked Lin Zhu of China. Says from Australian Open, what a roller coaster. Lin Zhu does it, defeating Maria Sakkari 7-6, 1-6, 6-4. There you have it. The roar from Zhu. Nice photograph there. And unfortunate for Sakkari, we all know she's had her troubles in big moments. I was expecting her to make it through this match. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. Hopefully she can find her way. I feel like this is a bad loss for her, because she just had high expectations and she can't keep losing these matches, especially to people who are 80 spots lower in the rankings. But hey, that's why we got to play out these matches. All right, what do we got next? We've got a nice little 5-set frenzy. Also, shameless plug. Oops, what did I do there, Cov? Take it easy. All right, shameless plug. That's my Twitter handle. It's at Love Tennis. Give me a follow. I'll follow you back. But anyways, this is my 5-set frenzy update. We had 3 5-setters last night. We had Hurkacz defeats Canadian Denis Shapovalov 7-6, 6-4, 1-6, 4-6, 6-3. So Shapo is down 0-2, forces it to 5, and then Hurkacz takes that one. Lehechka Nori, again, I will be going in depth actually on both of the next 2. Lehechka Nori. So Lehechka wins 6-7, 6-3, 3-6, 6-1, 6-4, and then Sinner defeats Fucsovics 4-6, 4-6, 6-1, 6-2, 6-love. And then we've got another nice, this is a nice little photograph. Check this out. It says, on this day, this is from at Eurosport. On this day in 2006, Andy Murray and Novak Djokovic were playing doubles together at the Australian Open. Fast forward 17, and look at I'll get their faces in a second. Fast forward 17 years, and they are both still battling through rounds at the same Grand Slam. And look at the mop on Andy Murray, y'all. That's world-class lettuce right there. Lettuce, if you don't know, that's like a hockey term for hair. But yeah, look how young they are. Actually, Novak doesn't look that much older. Murray has aged for sure. I mean, they both have, obviously. But yeah, anyways, great photo. I just thought I'd share that. Nice little thing. And then a little bit of an unfortunate one. Actually, let me see if that's right. Yes, it is. Unfortunately for former U.S. Open champion Marian Cilic, and I believe he's been a semi-finalist at all Grand Slams. He says, few challenging weeks to start 2023. After consulting with various specialists, I made the difficult decision to undergo knee surgery as it seemed to be the best option for a long-term fix to the injury. Thankfully, the procedure went as well as we could have hoped, and here he is chilling in his hotel hospital room recovering. Look at that. Big old, he looks like Danielle Collins with a right knee bandaged up like that. All right. And then did I have another one? Yeah, I do. This is from at People. It says, Andy Murray slams disrespectful rule after not being allowed to use the toilet during nearly 6-hour match. Yeah, he asked to use the bathroom. They said no. And he was like, come on, it's 4 a.m. You're like, this is ridiculous. He also had some choice words about how these late night matches. He said, if I was a parent of the ball boys, I would be really unhappy. He's like, how does this benefit my child, to stay up and 4, 5, 6 hours for a match, past expected, right? So interesting stuff. It's always tough. Different time zones people are watching. Some people say if you only have one night match, then what if someone gets hurt right away? Boom, now you have nothing for the rest of the entire night for TV, for the people who paid. So it's a tough thing. I don't really know the solution, but hey, let's move on though. Let's put the screen away and take a look at a couple of comments. So thank you all again for joining me. Kathy says, hi, Kavi. Hey, Kathy, thanks for joining. Someone was asking about you recently on a stream of mine. They said, is Kathy still around? And I said, yes, I've seen her on other streams. And so anyways, good to see you on this one. And yeah, let's see what else we got. Let's see here. Yeah, Peter says, missed most matches. Yeah, I know, man. It's tough. I mean, I'm up until about 3 a.m. Then I'm up at like 7, and then I'm doing prep for this. So it's just crazy. Like I was literally asleep, waking up during the Sakkari match. What I do is I sleep with the TV on so that when I do wake up, I can just kind of see what the action's out. Okay, and then a hello from Dreamt T Messes. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to get into the section. Now these are I always analyze 3 matches in depth. These are matches that I've watched from pretty much the beginning to the end. So the first match I'm going to get into is the Sinner versus Fucsovics, the Hungarian versus the Italian. I should have said that the other way because Sinner is Italian and Fucsovics is Hungarian. Now check this out. So this is how it goes. This is what I wrote in my notes as I was watching. I said Fucsovics hitting thoughtless tennis. And I know that sounds kind of funny, but this is like my own personal term. And when I say thoughtless tennis, it means your head is totally clear and you're present. And man, was he clear and present. This guy was ripping the ball. His footwork was phenomenal, running around forehands with plenty of time. And that's not easy to do when Sinner's hitting the ball back. Now, this match did start off a little sloppy. Both players were broken in their very first service game. But then after that, Fucsovics kind of took over, had a higher serve percentage in the first 2 sets. He had more winners, less unforced errors. Just everything was going his way. And then what happens? Sinner woke up. And Sinner was like, hey, I'm supposed to win this match. And so he pretty much went to town. So, yeah, he wakes up, third set, takes it easily 6-1. And then I also had this moment. So this to me was the very last moment where Fucsovics still had a chance. So we're 4th set and Fucsovics takes an early break. So he's up 2-love now. And he was looking good at that point, but then again, the Sinner destruction mode activate. And basically what happens after going up 2-love in the 4th set, Sinner doesn't let him win a single game for the next 12. So Sinner takes the next 6 games to make it 6-2 in the 4th set and then bagels him in the final there. So Sinner sets up a mouth-watering quarterfinal with Stefanos Tsitsipas. I believe they met a year ago as well, and Stefanos took him out in straight sets. But anyways, I'm really excited for that. I have really high hopes for Sinner. But man, is Tsitsipas hitting the ball well? His forehand is on, serve is great. Obviously, we know its limitations sometimes with the backhand, depending on who he's playing. And I think Sinner has now, I think he has the ability to really give him a headache there. So let's see what happens there. And you saw the score on that when we did the frenzy here. But just in case you were wondering, let's put it back up real quick. So the score line for that one was 4-6, 4-6, 6-1, 6-2, 6-love. Okay, now next match, Norrie versus Lehechka. This was an interesting match as well. Norrie was up 2-1, and we're going to pick it up here in the 4th set. So Norrie wins 7-6 in the tiebreak first set. Lehechka wins 6-3 in the second, Norrie 6-3. So now we're in the 4th set, and Norrie is down a break. He's serving at 1-4, and I have no idea what happened. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if there is some aura of energy or something that overtook his body or what, but Norrie just was out of sorts all of a sudden in the middle of this game. His serves were off. His ground strokes were like, he's normally a very tight player, and he just loosened up. Everything just was a little bit missing routine ground stroke. So anyways, he ends up losing that set 6-1. So now we're in the 5th set. Lehechka breaks to open the set. So he's up. So it's 0-1 now. And Norrie takes a medical timeout. Now, this is where I'm wondering if something was tweaked at 1-4, because he takes a medical timeout. They rub his right knee. My apologies. It was the left knee. The left knee. So what they did was they put tape below the left knee. So like above the calf, below the knee, they taped up the left side there. And then they gave him some medication. And so basically that's what happened. But yeah, he just was kind of, he kind of lost his mojo in that moment at that 1-4, and he just kind of loosened up. Very tight player normally, like I said. So anyways, what happens from there, Lehechka breaks twice in that set for a 4-1 lead. I keep almost saying Murray. Norrie does get one break back, but he can't get the second. So it's a 6-4 final there in the 5th set for Fucsovics. Sorry, for Lehechka, I should say. Now, a couple things that I wrote down. One, I heard someone say it's a coming-of-age match for Lehechka. Now, Lehechka had not won a single Grand Slam match until this week. Now he's won 3. So he can really hit the ball. Great ball striker, great movement, 21 years old, young guy. Post-match press conference or interview, very happy, very positive, very grateful for the crowd just to be there, but also knows that he belongs. He's got not a chip on his shoulder, but kind of, which I like. And so he had a higher first serve percentage. Unforced errors were actually, he had more. Lehechka had 55 to Norrie's 53, but that's pretty even, especially when you consider that Lehechka had 51 winners to Nori's 31, so 20 more. Break points, Nori was 3 for 10, Lehechka 6 for 11, so taking advantage of the big moments. And then, of course, one other stat that I noted because I thought it was really cool for a youngster. Came to the net 50 times, winning 60%. So nicely done. Great victory for Lehechka, and he will face Canadian Felix Auger-Aliassime in the next round. All right, y'all. The last match, we're going to do in-depth analysis, which I watched. I also watched another couple, but this is the one that I thought deserved it. It was Rybakina versus Collins, a couple heavy hitters. Rybakina, obviously Wimbledon champion. Collins, fighter from Florida, who was the runner-up here last year to Ash Barty. Big hitters, but Rybakina is a bigger hitter. So this is how it went. Tough start for Collins as she drops her first service game. And the reason that's tough is because Rybakina is so good on her serve. Seriously. She was cruising. She actually had 6 games to love in the match to on serve to Collins is 1. There we go. Now, let's see what else did I have. Rybakina cruises through her first service games. Oh yeah, hard hitting from Rybakina, especially on second serve returns. She was crushing on both sides, the forehand and backhand. Great angles. So she's stepping in, she's hitting it hard, and the balls are bouncing right around the service line. So it's a very, very acute angle. She hit a bunch of those. Really nicely done there. Basically, what I wrote here was, visibly, it looked like Collins had to put more effort into every single point. She was grunting more. She was screaming more. She was hurling herself around, whereas Rybakina was a little bit more within herself. And I also wonder how much her she's got a bandaged left knee, a big bandage on her left knee. Not as big as the Cilic one I just showed you, but actually pretty close. So I wonder if that also affected her ability to move, and that's why it felt like she was exerting more effort. So but she did get a break. She only had one chance for a break, and she took it. It was at the very end of the second set. So she was down 1 set to love, and she had just taken a 6-5 lead on serve, and then she broke Rybakina to take a 7-5 victory in the set. So good effort there, but that was pretty much all she wrote after that. It was all Rybakina. Rybakina won the last set 6-2, and didn't see another break point for the rest of the match. So there you have it. And now Rybakina faces world number 1 Iga Swiatek. Iga. This is going to be a huge matchup. I was actually going to do the in-depth of the Iga match. I actually called that match for GTL, and man, was that match. There's no reason to call it. It was a 6-1 drubbing. Actually, it was almost a double bagel, but Buksha pulled out 3 points really in a row at the end there when it was love 5. So it was pretty much, it was a standard bakery smashing by Iga Swiatek. Okay, so we've gotten that out of the way. Let's go check out a couple more comments. And again, apologize if I can't get to any or a lot of them. But this is how we do. Let's see. Okay, Mike Walker says, I say the Greek wins. I think he's talking about Sinner versus Tsitsipas. I honestly am scared to call this one because I kind of want Sinner to win, but I feel like Tsitsipas is on his game, and Tsitsipas hasn't lost to Sinner, I believe, or at least not in 5. So let's see. And then Kathy says, I hope Sinner. And then Snehal says, hi, Gene. Okay, I love the camaraderie. Everyone's saying hi. And I will get into this. I'm not going to do an in-depth interview, but I hated Keys' loss. That's from Capricorn BG. Yeah, bummer. She's been playing well, man. United Cup undefeated. She said she's had the best time of her life since the beginning of this year. And man, I thought she was gonna take that match. But hey, former champion, former number 1 Azarenka going strong. And I'll go over some the rest of the scores as well. Peter says Novak had a rest day too. Yes, so I did a little bit more research. So Novak's got his hamstring. Now he's saying basically I had to choose whether to keep going or end it. He says, of course, I'm going to keep going. And And it is, yeah, it's something that is bothersome. And he's going to be playing an in-form Grigor Dimitrov. Grigor hasn't dropped a set yet. So could this be a big moment for Grigor to take advantage of a not 100% Novak? We will find out. And that will be today, actually, that match. Okay, let's see. So Peter, thank you for that. He says he's beaten Grigor 8 out of 9 times. Yeah, so there you go. M says Runa quietly making his way through the rounds. Yes, he is. And guess who's calling his match today? This guy right here, Kavi. This guy in the corners with 2 thumbs. Yeah, that's right. So please tune into that if you can. Yes. Also, let's see. Okay, you know what? We're gonna come back to some more comments in a second. Where are we at? We're about 20 minutes in. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah, rest of the scores now. So I'm gonna get you a prize on all the scores from yesterday. So real quick, rapid fire on the men's side. Seb Korda, as we mentioned at the beginning of the whole broadcast, Sebastian Korda takes out number 7 seed Daniil Medvedev in straight sets, 7-6, 6-3, 7-6. Hubert Hurkacz takes out Shapovalov in 5. I already showed you that score. Actually, we'll just leave this up because a few of these are in here. Also, Karen Khachanov, I should say, takes out Big Foe 6-3, 6-4, 3-6, 6, 7-6. And again, he was down 1-6 in that 4th set tiebreak. So he had to save 5 set points before he takes it. Very impressive. Lehechka, you can see it on the screen there. 6-7, 6-3, 3-6, 6-1, 6-4 over Cam Nori. Felix Auger-Aliassime, 6-1, 3-6, 6-1, 6-4 victory over Francisco Cerundolo. We had Yoshihita Nishioka over Mackenzie McDonald, 7-6, 6-3, 6-2. So that's a straight sets victory there. Stefanos Tsitsipas, straight sets over Talon Griekspoor, 6-2, 7-6, 6-3. And Yannick Sinner, there you have the scoreline there, 4-6, 4-6, 6-1. 6-2 and Bagel 6-love. On the women's side, we had the big upset. Lin Zhu in 3 sets over Maria Sakkari. It was 7-6, 1-6, 6-4. Madison Keys loses after winning the first set to Victoria Azarenka. 1-6, 6-2, 6-1 for Azarenka there. Yelena Ostapenko quietly, impressively, just straight setting everyone so far. She beats Katerina Kozlova, 6-3, 6-love. Iga Swiatek, again, 6-love, 6-1 over Christina Buksha. Coco Gauff, 6-3, 6-2 over Bernarda Pera. So a couple of Americans there. Rybakina, the 3-set victory over Danielle Collins. The scoreline was 6-2, 5-7, 6-2. Jess Pegula, 6-love, 6-2 victory over Marta Kostyuk. And finally, Barbora Krejcikova over Angelina Kalinina, 6-2, 6-3. So there you have it. Let's see. We got Gene saying Rybakina all the way. Yeah. And thank you, Gene. Always love your contributions. And then we got Michael Walker saying Jessica P is looking good. Yeah, she is. She is. I'm loving the women's draw right now. We got some great matches coming up in week number 2. Let's see here. And Capricorn says all of last year's finalists are now out on both sides. Yes, good call. Good call. So we'll have 4 new finalists. 4 new finalists this year, although it might not be their first final. And M says, I think Sinner will win. Okay, against Tsitsipas. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. I'm probably most excited about that one. Interesting here from Sean Power, also on Sinner, says Sinner sometimes looks like the best player in the world and at other times a good club player. Yeah, I do get that sentiment. I think in the big moments he does pretty well for sure, and he's getting better. I mean, he's the only player I think to make the 4th round of the last 6 majors, like in on the men's and women's side of all of tennis. So he does have a level of consistency in big moments, but I know what you're saying. He should be winning more titles. I think that's kind of what you're getting at, and I agree. I think he will start winning more titles again. So yeah. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go into tonight's matchups. And then we're going to go into the players of the day, and then we'll wrap it up. So tonight's scheduled matchups, we have round of 32 action. Let's see, I'll get the men's first. So on the men's side, we have Benjamin Bonzi faces Alex de Minaur on Rod Laver Arena, and that's followed by Grigor Dimitrov versus Novak Djokovic. That's popcorn match of the day. There's another one as well, and I'm sure you guys will guess what that is. Over on Margaret Court, first we have Andrei Rublev versus Dan Evans. Another great matchup. Really excited for that. Let me know who you think's going to win that. And apologies for the, I'm not sure what's up with my throat today. And then followed by, on Margaret Court Arena, Andy Murray versus Roberto Bautista Agut. That's the other big, huge popcorn match of the day. So yeah, I'm sure you all are going to tune in, especially our British fans. All right. On John Cain Arena, Ugo Humbert versus Holger Vitus Nodskov Runa. And guess who? Me will be doing live commentary on that one today. Really excited. Big fan of the big hitting Runa, and excited to see what he has now. could be making a way, having a little pathway to really, really deep in the tournament could be Runa. Anyways, Alexei Popyrin, the wild card, will face Ben Shelton, the American, who just broke into the top 100 at the end of the year last year and beginning of this year. So that's John Cain Arena. In the Kia Arena, we'll have JJ Wolf versus Michael Moe, All-American matchup, and then another All-American matchup on Court 3 to round it off on the men's side today, Tommy Paul versus Jensen Brooksby. All right, and on the women's side now, we'll go over the matches. Rod Laver Arena, we have all-name team Varvara Gracheva faces Karolina Pliskova, the former world number 1, 2-time Grand Slam finalist, and then followed by Camila Giorgi will face Belinda Bencic. Belinda Bencic is one of my favorites to watch right now. She's just really hitting the ball well, but Camila Giorgi is hitting it too. And then that will be followed by Magda Linette versus Ekaterina Alexandrova. She's the 19th seed from Russia there, Alexandrova. Okay, on Margaret Court, Nuria Parisas Diaz versus Donna Vekic. Vekic is also looking gangbusters right now. I could see her making a little run. And then my favorite is will be followed on Margaret Court, Arina Sabalenka versus Elise Mertens. That should be a really good matchup. Kia Arena, we have Laura Sigmund versus Caroline Garcia, the number 4 seed. And then on 1573 Arena, we have Shui Zhang facing Katie Volinets, and then Linda Fruvirtova versus Marketa Vondrousova, an all-Czech matchup. We got a teenager versus a vet. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got. Hey, check this out. This is the first tip I've ever received, and it's from Skiing Front Back. Thank you so much, Skiing Front Back. This makes my day. You have no idea. It was unexpected and totally awesome. So thank you very much. And also a quick reminder to like and subscribe to everyone who's watching. And also, Skiing, is there any button you would like me to press for you? Let me know. I'm going to wrap it up in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to play you my players of the day on both the men's and women's side. And then, but yeah, Skiing, let me know. Hopefully you heard this and you'll get a button that you want me to press, and I'll do that before the end. So real quick, I'm going to get into the player of the day on the men's side. And it could have been 2 players, but I went with this guy, and I'll explain why in just a second.
Sebastian Connor. When the ball's flying past me, I feel like you're treading water. Ooh, Sebastian Connor. In the match, realize it's a new world order. Ooh, Sebastian Korda.
So it was Sebi Korda for me. The other one that I thought it could be was Yuri Lehechka, because that's an impressive victory, also the biggest of his career. However, to beat Daniil Medvedev here, where he's made it to the finals for the last 2 years, and just to beat him on a hard court in best of 5 is extremely impressive, but he did it in straight sets. So that's the reason specifically why I'm giving Korda that one. And then on the women's side, Here she is.
Has a record, she knows how to play. As a record, she's gonna make it her day.
Yes, there you have it. Gonna make it her day. It's Azarenka, Vika Azarenka. And, you know, she was down. She lost first set 6-1 against an in-form Madison Keys. So you got to give her that, especially, you know, she's aging, but she's a former champion. So got to love the heart and the fight in that. So let's see here. We got, Kathy says, good choice. Kavi, I think that's regarding the Seb Korda. Gary says, nice work skiing. And again, skiing, thank you for that. If I don't get you now, because I'm going to wrap this up, I will, next time I see you on a stream, you let me know which button you want. All right. Let's see here. Skiing says, hi, Ems, Gene, and Gary. Just love the camaraderie here, everyone. Gene says, the worst button on the channel. That's kind of funny. Made me laugh. But Gary says, no, Gene, it's a Samsonova, the cowgirl. All right, y'all. This has been day 5, a roundup of the Australian Open, and the segment is called Kavi's Corner on the GTL podcast, Tennis Podcast Network. I will be doing the Runa match later on. We will have Djokovic on, and just stay tuned to our channel, and we'll have tons of action today. And of course, I will be back again tomorrow for day 6 of Kavi's Corner. I want to just say thank you to every single person who came in, who tuned in. We appreciate your interaction, your engagement, and just your love of tennis. Out for today, or for now. I'll see you later today, and I'll see you tomorrow on Kavi's Corner.
It's Kavi's Corner.
Give it a like. I said give it a like. Leave a little comment, share the video, and hit subscribe. That's right.
It's your boy.
Check out this other video.